a good thing to do. If you wish to remain on jump status, ready for life's adventures, you gotta keep moving it. You gotta keep opening it and letting it flow move through your body, waking it all up again. Even if it's a little awkward at first, when you're still kind of feeling a little creaky. Welcome to the 50s. The late 50s. Things creak, but it doesn't mean you don't get the full experience of a unique moment of feeling powerful and pain-free. Feeling truly good for periods of time. And then just breathing through the times when it doesn't feel good. And asking why you believe something is broken. Why do you think you're broken? And is that true? Is that true? Are you broken? Are not trillions of your cells spinning in perfect balance? Are not the electrical systems causing the motion of the flow of fluid through your body and the nutrition that comes in through your food to enliven and invigorate your form? So, okay, maybe one or two places in your body aren't working as planned yet. They used to. Things tend to put themselves back together. As we say, parachutes want to open. We are faced with the courageous choice of faith. Faith in ourselves and in the people around us. Faith that cooperation is the common goal, and therefore the most probable solution in all situations. For those who choose a deliberately extra kind way, deliberately trying to be as nice as you genuinely can be, in a reaching of understanding of a new human being, a new conversation with a new person who is unique and worthy of your attention, worthy of your ear and your respect. As another version of you in those shoes, figuring their way out and learning their lessons. I do believe that the highest version of all of us is the low-hanging fruit. And I believe that when we believe in others, they become exactly what we hope they will be. When we risk to trust, we risk to invest our hearts, our time, our attention towards the learning of another human being, learning who they are, and shining a light back upon them that is their highest version that they dare not even see. This is kindness. This is why love works better. Because everyone has toilet paper in their shoe when they come out of the public restroom once in a while. Everyone's got a thing in their hair or a moco in their nose. And our friends, our loved ones that have seen us, have witnessed us, will not only be able to tell us where we need a little bit of work, but they also have the ability to tell us who we really are, to remind us of that which we know, to help us remember ourselves. Because life is amnesia after amnesia, and the regaining of the memory of inspiration. And when we die into being the new version of ourselves and let the old version of us just be the past, a distant memory that showed what and what you are not, through playing a role that you never wish to play again, to many other roles in which you truly were yourself, where you were an open flower in the wind of your creations, your unique way to be, the things that you're most comfortable living in and expressing yourself within. If that version is to come into louder fruition in the future, a holistic life balance, which includes all of the shadow work. You got to dust out the basement, get the cobwebs out, and love all aspects of that which you are. And some of those places just aren't a part of your now anymore. And they inform certain aspects of your appreciation in the present moment. To notice how good the warmth and the sun feels in the spring after a long, cold winter. Contrast teaches us why we love, but it's not the only way that we can remember our way into love. Into the expression of source mind inspiring your thoughts and actions. Because the good mood is all one good mood, shared by all. Like a distant drum, we dance to the same tempo. Our minds are one when we're in love, when we're in kindness and openness, when we're in charity of spirit, when we surrender our hammers of judgment and our battle axes of truth are melted down and put into new form. This is part of the journey of becoming free. And just when you think you're done, and you were, until you discover that the unconscious portion of your mind is far vaster than you thought. You've actually been here a long, long time. There's a lot of closets to clean. And so onward we shall, being human. Onward we shall trudge through the snow, knowing that spring is coming. And when we get there, we celebrate in the cyclical celebration of the return to the garden. A garden that is always blooming, because it is a vibrational tone, a purring of a kitten, a humming of a parent holding their child. This is the place we wish to be. This is the place where we know we are safe. And this is the place that we can recharge our tired little hearts. Inhale the gift of life. Breathe forth that which is you hand in hand with God. That which you define as love. That which you define as the singular intent of this universe. To show what is love. And to explore further into the places in which love is needed and given. And on both sides of the equation, that same love shines. All we need to do is breathe it in. And know it, and remember it as our connection that never left. The dream within a dream within a dream that is the truth. The awakening into the oneness. That spirited, joyful place that is our true nature. Consciousness is indeed a spark. It's indeed rejuvenating as one surrenders to the flow of life, the energy moving through one's body. In new and creative ways. So that you can simplify your mind in that moment. And only be with your breathing and your breath. And the gentle grace of Maitri. The gentle loving kindness. To guide your flowing actions in a way that feels right to you. For once, just finally trust yourself. And trust that when you move slowly and you think gracefully, you're in the Nerf world. We had a lovely sand dune ground launching location in California. We called it the Nerf pit. The Nerf, like Nerf guns off. And we would launch parachutes off there and we'd crash and it wouldn't matter. Everything was laughing because it was just soft sand and sea breeze without turbulence. And I think that when we surrender our commitment to battle and judge and fix and manipulate and force. And we decide again and again and again for all the rest of our days that the battleground is no longer in our hearts. And in that knowing and remembering, the swords that magically materialize in our hands and the roles that we play in life, we choose grace again. We choose release and relief in the gentle hand of understanding. And we treat all with equal love. The world is the Nerf pit. The edginess is just not there anymore. When you're kind to your friends and neighbors, you make friends with people in your community, you even cooperate and collaborate and get together even. In the transcendence of judgment and the appreciative, complete acceptance of others as who they are, and the remaining fascination for who they are ushers forth a plethora of beautiful questions that lead to more understanding of each other and more compassionate experiencing and reflecting with a new perspective, with new people, more people, more enlivened and invigorated people who are choosing a path of letting go of their heaviness, letting go of their victim mentality and their victor mentality. We're just trying to hang out with others and have fun and talk about stuff that matters. Talk about things that lead to more joy and well-being and balance and abundance. This is what is becoming our new earth. And it will take time, as with any garden. With those people in your life, even some that you haven't yet interacted with, are there to take you up to the next level. That's what they're there for. Because love placed them in your path, in the grand design of the universe, to give you an opportunity to be a more loving being in your unique way, in unique circumstances, special circumstances, that give your life meaning. And in the kind acts of grace within your life, and in the moments of true caring, true sharing and kindness, and playful interactions that are creative and accepting, the guard comes down and the heart opens up. Not all will choose this path. It is what it is. But for those who will, this is a beautiful journey. And the door is always open for anyone who's willing to put down their sword. It's Club Peace. That's the 5D right. I am done vilifying. I'm done using prejudice to narrow my mind. And I'm willing to open my mind to new people and learn and expand my model of the world to one that is more complex and truthful to what is. And as we reach further into these non-prejudicial, that's hard to say when you're tired, these non-prejudicial perspectives, we enter back into the garden party. Garden of Eden was not just a garden, it was a party. It was a celebration with all the animals of the earth together, reveling in creation. God sent us to play drums for the garden, to sing the songs, to give words to the ether in celebration of existence. And the gates of the garden never were closed. And it was our choice to walk away. When we shamed ourselves into the feeling of unworthiness, that belief made it so for thousands of years. And we must honor those in that space who remained because they're happy there, separating themselves from the divine because they wish to see a star radiant above their darkness, because that's all they've ever been able to believe. And they're comfortable there. It makes them feel safe. And God bless them for being where they are. It is part of the mind. As is the part of the mind that knows that the tone of the one from whence we came is merely a channel that the center of our being can tap into. And as with every musical note, some things make you feel certain ways and other things make you feel different ways. And when you feel the tone that is source vibrating within you, you will awaken layers of yourself that you had your eyes closed to because you only thought of yourself within a narrow scope of a single human life. However, it's not that simple. In your eternal soul lives many, many, many incarnations. And you can feel each other all now in this moment. Because the connection to the one is felt. The invigoration of connection transcends vibrational planes and timelines. When one of you shines, all of you shine. For those versions of you that are learning from having their eyes and hearts closed in that moment, they will not in that moment allow that vibration. But all those with ears to hear, all those infinite reflections of that which you are in your various existences. Hear you when you roar, when you awaken into the fullness of your true lively spark. Of the infinite creator that you now remember that you are. Joy awakens us to a power run on the rocket fuel of love and the inspiration of creativity that love expands into. Woo! Oy, it's good. It's good. Yeah, at some point, you have enough near-death sort of moments where you just go, you know what, I don't care what my hair looks like. Maybe I look a little tired. But the time is now, you know? The messages have to come through. We each have our wisdom to pass on. This is some of what they're giving me. They, we. It's all a they, we. Your higher self merges in a larger sense to a larger being. And that's where we are right now, as one.